Yo, what the fuck is up? It's your boy Who's Who 74, and we back with another one. We doing another One Piece chapter review today. This is going to be One Piece chapter 1120. Um, I'm really eager to get into this one, as I've been for the last couple of chapters, because we getting all this information from Vegapunk, about the Void Century, about 200 years ago, about the D Clan. I did see the spoilers. The name of the title of this chapter is called Atlas, and I think that's because my girl Atlas gonna be making the sacrifice in this one, noble sacrifice. But also we gonna be getting information about Clover. You feel me? Clover was well, you gonna see as we get into the review. You feel me? Once we get to that part, I'm gonna point out that was actually part of the spoilers, and that's one of the things I was looking forward to. My shit kind of laggy right now, so I'm gonna get through this pretty quick. I ain't gonna do too much talking, unnecessary talking about bullshit. Cause the longer the video take, the laggier it is gonna get, and I really want to drop this chapter review this week. Um, so without further ado, y'all already know how we go. Kick back, relax, you feel me? Flame up and review with me. On God, it's a session. And if you ain't got no blunt to smoke, feel free to hit mask when I put mask to the screen. This is a social drug. You feel me? I'm gonna let y'all hit the blunt. Now, this is the volume number 10 of the Only Child Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage. We have Denjiro, looks like he got a bunch of kids in this trap sack. Caught him in a trap. Um, Kids getting put in time out by Daimyo of Kibi Denjiro. Okay, so he's putting them in time out by putting them in a net trap. Rounding they little ass up. Y'all badass here. Alright, let's flame up, man. So we started off 26 years ago in Punk Hazard. It says a genius in his prime. We get a little dialogue bubble. I implore you, Vegapunk, please aid us in your research. It's imperative that we study the Void Century. The world's history can't remain shrouded in darkness. So that's somebody talking to Vegapunk, trying to tell him like, share the information you got with us, bro. Help us. You feel me? Like the Void Century, we can't keep this information a secret from the world, man. People gotta know this. Help us. You know it. You got the resources. Help. Our research requires expertise in numerous fields. I work for the government now. I can't afford to leak my findings. So Vegapunk is responding like, I work for the government. Can't afford to leak my findings. Are you talking to Clover? We see Vegapunk sitting next to what appears to be one of the dragons. Yeah, that was in the spoiler as well. That's the only reason why I can map that thing out and tell what the fuck that is with that weak ass artwork. Sound like it's trying to rain out there. How many times have they caught? And then Vegapunk is responding to Clover saying, also following up by telling them how many times have they caught you. Anyways, open your eyes. Can't you see why they keep letting you go free? They're hoping you flush out your allies. Stand down. Let the past remain shrouded. You won't find the answers. You won't find an answer to good and evil and a bunch of old stories. So he think he trying to find the answer to good and evil. He really just want to uncover the truth. Clover responds saying, I once knew someone who carried the D in their name. He was killed right in front of me. We grew up together. He was my brother. So this is the reveal that Clover is actually of the D clan. That's why he just had this death wish and never wanted to quit when as far as finding out that information. And that's why he looked the government in the face, you feel me, with that noble ass smile and and did what he did to get shot in the head like a boss, you feel me? He wasn't finna be bitched. And Vegapunk shocked to hear that. Like, damn, he part of the D clan. And Clover says, my real name is Cleone D. Clover. And it's like he looking a flashback. We're finally friends. We were finally friends. So his brother got killed right when they got cool. One day I lied to save myself. Tell me. He said on that day I lied to save myself. So he didn't say that they were brothers. That's why. He said we were only friends so that they wouldn't know he had the D in his name and he wouldn't have got shot too. His brother got killed literally just for having a D in his name. He say, tell me, how am I supposed to accept the world where you can die just for having the wrong name? As y'all hitting the blunt, y'all gotta get y'all own bev. Y'all can't. I backwash. And he continues to say, this is still Clover speaking. History will only continue to be suppressed and the people will never know. Vegapunk is lost for words. He turns his back to Clover and he responds, I'll never forget about what you just told me, but I'm afraid I can't help you. Do your best to stay safe. And then he's like Vegapunk, so Vegapunk walking away from him, and Vegapunk screaming out his name. The voice of the past calls out to you. Just wait, I'll solve this puzzle, and when I do, you won't be able to ignore them. Still 22 years ago, we got some more dialogue. Did you hear the news from the West Blue? Aurora came face to face with a buster call 22 years ago. So let's see, this was 26 years ago, and then 22 years ago. Y'all motherfucking hair turned gray quick as fuck. Let's just let that sink in. Let's start there. Hey, hair turned gray quick as fuck, cause we all know by the time Clover got killed, his hair was gray. And this hair black in that flashback. Did you hear the news from the West Blue or Hurricane face to face with a buster call? Take a look. It's the biggest massacre ever. Okay, so that's motherfucking Caesar the clown, bitch ass. They finally got that archaeologist Clover. Shoo 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 shoo. That's what happens when you look into the void century. No one's gonna make that mistake ever again. Caesar bitch ass, happy and thirsty as fuck on God. Vegapunk just silent. He got that Kizaru egg on his face right now, and he's thinking about what Clover's last words to him was. I implore you, Vegapunk. And then we see Vegapunk has Nico Robbins' wanted poster. 79 million berries as a child. Oh, it looks like some brat survived. And now we see you must have had a chance to escape. Clover. So now we see Vegapunk at the actual site where the guys threw all them books and stuff at into the water at O'Hara so that it would be saved and wouldn't be destroyed by the flames. So he's standing there with flowers in his hand. He like, you must have had a chance to escape, Clover. And he looking at all the books and shit down there because he noticing that he said you chose death. Was passing on your research that important? You fools. Did you really expect someone to be curious enough to follow your footsteps after this? And then we got the actual dialogue from the Vegapunk transmission that's giving us all the information about the voice century. Because I remember this how the bubbles look. Someone once told me that the voices of the past calls to you. Histories History is written by the victors. In the world of the vanquished are usually cast into the deep dark ocean. That being said, their truth still can come to light. If the oppressed carry it on their backs and endure, and then we got a cut away from the dialogue. We see it looked like somebody yelling at that's Zoro yelling at the ship, saying, "Hey, what are you doing? Hurry and blast off!" So he yelling at the Sunny and telling them to hurry and take the fuck off. And back to Vegapunk. Vegapunk was saying, "If the oppressed can carry it on their backs and endure it, for my part, I am leaving this to the world. This is no good." And we got Lilith saying, "This is no good. We can't. That old centaur is gonna keep attacking. We're finished if he does. The ship only can fly for a kilometer. If this geezer disrupts our trajectory even a little, we won't make it." I knew it was gonna rain out there. This wind's blowing north, and the wind's blowing north, and that's reducing our lift. Any further jolts will make us fall short of our projected landing zone. According to my calculations, if we miss the ocean, our damage will be critical. We have to get rid of him first. Damn, Lilith. And now we see Atlas jumping insane because Samurai Gundy was about to attack again, and Atlas jumps in with a sweeping blow. So Atlas, damn, Atlas knocked the shit out of Lilith. The fuck? The hell going on here? Just bang that shit. And then Zoro, Usopp, and Chopper looking reasonably confused. And they like, you, why did you do that to Lilith? I'll leave her in your hands. Take off. I'll make sure you make it in one piece. Pun intended. What are you talking about? Lilith access has been severed. Atlas is the only one left. Ah, okay. So this was they time out on the spoiler. She knocked out Lilith so that the treacherous bitch York couldn't track them, cause they all the Vegapunks are linked. Atlas finna make her sacrifice. Take Lilith inside, Zoro. Got it. Nami's telling Zoro to take Lilith inside. Atlas, you've got a plan. And Atlas just jumped off. She ain't even answer. She just flew off that bitch. And Jinbei saying, "Let's go." No, Chopper telling Jinbei, "Let's go," because he driving the ship. We regret it if we hesitate now. Do it, bro. Right away, Zoro, son. And Kudo burst. Oh no, that ain't the Kudo burst. That's Atlas flying towards Samurai Gundy. He swing, chop that arm off. She, tackled his ass, and fly off with his ass. Whoosh. So she fly his ass right off the ship, and they is doing the coup de boast. Yep, flying their ass right. She flew his ass right off the ship. And Vegapunk continues to talk from the podcast, this podcast of mine, while we see a shot of Usopp holding on for his dear fucking life on Jimby's no neck ass. You feel me, on bro? He grabbing whatever little neck he can, cause it's propelling them at such a great speed. And Vegapunk is saying, this broadcast of mine, I'm praying that this message gets transmitted safely. And then we get the Marines talking. Vice Admiral Hound, sir, what is this? There's a snake, a boy, a bird, and now a robot. Where did these giant creatures come from? They so fucking dumb. I honestly don't have the faintest idea. And Luffy happy to see the robot again. It's the huge Robo, an Iron Giant. And they actually having a conversation. The giant is saying, Joy Boy, I'm happy we get to meet again. And Luffy looking around confused. And the giant like, over here, you. And Vegapunk continues to say, I realize it would be foolish to blindly trust in a one-sided account of a 900-year-old battle. And while the robot continues to speak to Luffy, I came like before. Your enemy is my enemy. I'm glad. I'm glad I could fight for you again, Joy Boy. And then Luffy responds, you could talk. That's so cool. And the robot says, I will protect you from danger, Joy Boy. And then we got the Boar Gorosei and the Worm Gorosei. They saying we must pound him to dust. It seems Vegapunk's speech is all over, but is all over. But and the giant saying, let's go, cause they it's coming down like a motherfucker. Hey Straw Hat, what is he, a friend? And Luffy saying, not really. He was saying something about protecting. Some guy called Joy Boy. Who even is that? And they shot it like it talked. We didn't hear a thing. And Luffy like, really? Whoa. You know, Luffy can hear the voice of all things, so that's probably what it is. Like when Momonosuke was doing that with the elephant, Zunisha. Enough chit chat. Shoot me. We can't let them get away. What she said, enough chit chat, shoot. We can't let them get away. So that's Vice Admiral Greengrass, I believe. She's still a child right now from what Bonnie did, instructing the Marines to shoot at the giant ship. I don't think that's gonna do shit to their ship as big as it is. And then Vegapunk broadcast continues, but I think we should be able to scrutinize and learn about the past from every perspective possible. I only wish I had more time. And then we go to the next panel as we see the giant motherfucking earthworm Gorosei leaping at the giant motherfucking robot from the ancient past. And then Vegapunk continues to say, but there are those who cannot be stopped. And then we cut to Sanji and Frankie who are fucking fanning out about the motherfucking the ancient robot who has his arm pointed up like he about to shoot a rocket fist. And they said it's ready to fire. What's gonna come out? And then, nothing happened. The robot says, uh oh. And they're shocked to see, watch out, robot. They trying to tell them to watch out. And a giant earthworm, damn, like he bit half the motherfucking, well, not half, but a nice little portion of the motherfucking ancient robot body off. And he's blocking the rest of them with his one arm he got left. So it looked like the robot tossed his ass back. It seems the last 900 years have rendered those weapons in, inoperable. Okay, so he not, yeah, he all the 900 years of rusting and sitting there, he ain't functioning the right way. And then we got the Peter crushed them where they stand. The Borgor say no, that's Saturn speaking to the boar and the worm as he jumps over them, and he says, "End this transmission once and for all. I will not let you escape." Okay, so he's telling them to. He's saying Peter crushed them where they stand. He's telling them to crush that robot, end this transmission once and for all. Oh no! So they're calling Saturn. The boar and the worm are called in Saturn. Peter crushed them where they stand, and Saturn leaps over there and tells them end the transmission once and for all. That's all I can assume. Saturn jumps right on the boat. I will not let you escape. Luffy and the Giants looking shocked at the motherfucker. Saturn, big ugly ass. I'm tired of him. Somebody bust him in this shit. Saturn sees Kuma and Bonnie. Sanji looks up and he see the Sunny blasting off too. So everything's going as planned. But y'all got to get rid of fucking Saturn. And Zoro's telling everybody hold on tight because they on their way down. The Kudo burst has finished. So they done with they straight shot. Now they on the downfall. And they questioning are they gonna make it. And Samurai Gundy is talking to Atlas. We get back to them saying, so you mean to make a grand sacrifice of yourself? And then Atlas responds, nah, I'm just lending a hand as he swipes at her again. And it look like she punches at him. And then, boom. Yeah, she did sacrifice herself. She blew herself up. And I don't know if that explosion is also helping as far as pushing the boat further. It looks like it might be. Because they was just on their way down. I'm going down. Bro. So, yeah, Atlas, you feel me? Stayed true to the end. And Vegapunk continues to say, 25 years ago, the pirate Gol D. Rogers, and they're saying we're gonna make it. Yeah, the explosion did propel them further because they realized they're gonna make it now. Now back to wait, let's see what Usopp's saying first. It only worked because of you, right, Atlas? Yeah, so Atlas did. The explosion did buy them time and propel her. And then it says back to Vegapunk. 25 years ago, the pirate Gold D. Rogers uh, the unprecedented achieved the unprecedented whatever by circumstance by circumventing circumvent I don't know how to say that. Circumventing. Is that what he's saying? Circumnavigating. I can see that. That shit so close together. By circumnavigating, I still can't see what the fuck it is above that. So 25 years ago, the pirate Gold D. Rogers achieved the I don't know by circumnavigating the globe. I have no doubt they heard the whole thing. Let's read all Vegapunk shit first. I'm confident you have all come to the same conclusion at this point. What do you say? Vegapunk continues to say they must have heard the voices of the past from the purest source possible. I'm confident you all had to come to the same conclusion at this point, and I anticipate that is what will ultimately determine how things transpire in the future. Okay, so that's Vegapunk. Now let's get back to everything else that was going on. So after the explosion where Atlas, sacrificed herself to stall time and propel the ship further, we go back to it looks like York saying Atlas signal is gone. It's finally happened. She happy because she thinks she the only Vegapunk left. And then we get back to see. I can't stand her. I can't wait till something happen to her. And then we get back to Samurai Gundy. We see him as half his head got blown off from the explosion, but it's healing. You can tell it's healing. That's what all the crackle, crackle, crackle is coming from his head for, cause it's healing. And we cut to Saturn, who is saying we have let you say far too much, Stella. And then Giant Worm is saying, indeed, this is the end. As him and the boar rushes the giant robot, and the robot saying, "Oh my, I have really rested away. This is the time you spoke of, right, Joy Boy? Can I use it?" So he got something up his sleeve that he's gonna use, and everybody's shocked about the whole Gold D thing. Like, wait, what was that? Did he say Gold D? Because everybody thought it was Gold D Rogers because how the government put his name out there, but his name was really Gold, Gol. D was that D initial, that infamous D initial. This is a great chapter. Um, yeah, I really like this chapter. You feel me? They gave a lot of information. We got the reveal that Clover was a D Clan member. We had action throughout the chapter, nothing too much, but we had a little subtle action to where I know that when this comes down to the anime, when this transitions over to the anime, they gon' put in a lot more action in between because this is only drawn out pages. They can only do and portray so much. You feel me? So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give this chapter a 9 out of 10. I really like what was going on. I really want to see how something happen in York, man. I cannot wait to see somebody hit York in the shit, slice her head off. I want to see that bitch explode. Something gotta give. Um, I wonder what the fuck the ancient robot is going to do. What y'all think the ancient robot is going to do? What the ace y'all think is up his sleeve? Because apparently this is transitions back into the last chapter when he had that flashback of Joy Boy telling him when the time is right. You'll have to do that when the time is right, something down that line. So he's asking, like, you feel me, is this the time you spoke of, Joy Boy? Can I use it? Well, it was same about that damn time, because you can't do shit else. And if you want to help the current Joy Boy, you need to give it all you got, and what all you got. But is that the end of the transmission? Does Vegapunk has more to say? They keep saying the Gora say people keep saying that he said everything damn now. You feel me? But I don't think so. Let's see what goes on in the next chapter. Thanks for tuning in with me. Y'all like and subscribe if you fuck with me like I fuck with y'all. You feel me? And if you don't like, then you can't hit my blunt no more in the next video. You feel me? Signing out. Who's who 74. Y'all have a good day.